How are you?
Good. Are you Sharika?
Yes.
Hi, Sharika. It starts off in walk, cruise, and sport. Walk mode is 4 miles an hour. So when you're indoors, when you're amongst crowds, keep it in walk mode. It's very stable, very nimble. So I would encourage you, if you pick one up, maybe put a few cones in your driveway or somewhere. Learn precision. Going around the cones so you don't run over them, because that's somebody's foot, that's a wall, that's a refrigerator if you're like in a supermarket, whatnot. You learning these skills makes you a better rider overall. So when you're negotiating parades or concerts, festivals, etc., you're not running people over. After you learn precision, if you're somebody who's adventurous and you want to try sports mode is super fun. It becomes more like a go-kart, more like a motorcycle once you get to those speeds, but you have to learn how to ride in those speeds. You have to shift your body weight. You have to know hard braking in a straight line, trail braking when you're turning, meaning you slowly release that brake as you're turning. You do not hard brake while you're in a turn. I mean, so these are skills that you just kind of have to work on. And after you get one, it's pretty intuitive that, hey, as I'm making a hard turn, it makes sense for me to start shifting my body weight into the turn. Very similar to like a bicycle or a motorcycle. I'm shifting my center of gravity inside, so it makes the inside more stable, so my outside wheel doesn't start to tip up. Because this does have a tipping point. Just like, I mean, any three-wheel device will have a tipping point, but then some people are like, well, it's dangerous, it can tip. And I could say, you can tip anything if you tried hard enough. The secret is to learn where the limit is and stay within it.
Right.
You can tip a Porsche, you can tip a Ferrari. You need to know how to drive a supercar if you're going to be driving those kind of vehicles. If you're going to be driving this fast, you have to learn how to drive it fast. It's very safe when you do learn how, but it's very dangerous if you don't know how. If you don't know how to ride fast and you run into a wall, well, you need to slow it down. You need to become a better rider. Cruise mode is typically for like sidewalks. When you're crossing a sidewalk, when you're crossing like a crosswalk, I recommend cruise mode also. You want to have a little bit of extra pep. These are airline compliant, these are cruise ship compliant, these are indoor outdoor. So you do not need to lock this outside. You can ride it inside, but you need to be in walk mode when you're inside.
Okay.
When I see kids, when I see pets, I just slow it down. Otherwise, I know the parents are going to get upset. So to save everybody a little angst, hit the brakes, take it easy. After I pass them, I kick it back into sports mode and I'm gone. But
so it's an easy switch?
Yeah, you just switch it while you're moving.
Gotcha.
I don't need to stop while I'm moving. People hear the motor like coming from behind, and if you're coming by fast, it scares them. So I don't come behind people like super fast. As I see people up ahead of me, I just slow it down. I pass them at a normal speed, relatively safer speed. And then after I pass them, if I'm in a rush, I'll kick it back up into sport mode and go on. Orange or black? They're the same. I just take your orange.
Okay.
The tires are a little bit better on the orange one. These are demo units, so they've seen a little bit of wear and tear.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. We were at Electrify Expo in New York last weekend. We had over 400 riders, and we actually turned away almost 400 people.
What?
Yeah, a bunch of kids wanted to ride. We're not offering test rides for kids.
Right.
But kids love it. It's just they've been destroying these, so we're like, yeah, no more for you guys. Have your parents buy it and you can destroy theirs.
Right.
No, kids don't care. They're just like, oh, whatever. Let's just keep that throttle pinned.
And like you said, this already looks fine, so then they don't take it serious.
They don't know the difference between like an aluminum scooter and a carbon fiber scooter. I mean, there's a difference. The controls are very much like a scooter or a motorcycle. If you've ever ridden one, you're pulling towards you. So I'm going to get your parking brakes, you're not going anywhere. So you pull it towards you.
Oh, it's already on the parking brake.
It's already on the parking brake, so pull. So the more gas you give it, the faster it goes. But sometimes you're only giving it a little bit. When I'm in the museum, I'm just holding it at 20%. And I stay at half a mile an hour. It takes a little bit of practice to get to how to control it very, very smoothly, but it can be done. Again, it's very capable. You need to learn how to use it.
Okay.
Sometimes, like when I'm making a U-turn, a very super tight U-turn, I'm just feathering the throttle. But sometimes I'm just like, if I'm on a hill or something like that, where I know I'm going straight, nothing's in front of me, I'm just going to pin it. Depending on what mode we're in, what we don't want to do is make that front wheel continually spin on this type of surface, because what it does is it burns it down. You can see how the tires are already kind of flat. Again, we already have 230 miles on this. We have over 1,000 people that have ridden this one. So over time, you're going to burn it down. But if you're trying to conserve and not burn it down as quickly, you want to feather the throttle, not full pin it, because this is what happens. I'm going to be in sport mode. That's what you don't want to do.
So as long as your feet down, it shouldn't go anywhere.
No. The reason it wasn't going anywhere is because I'm applying so much power that it's not gripping.
Okay.
So I was applying so much, it's just spinning because it's turning way too fast. So what we want to do is we want to feather the throttle and we want grip. So when you look at race car drivers versus drift drivers are skidding their car. Race car drivers, they don't want to skid because skidding actually makes you slower. So what they're doing is they're applying just the amount of power, so it's it's accelerating at a good speed, but at the same time they're gripping the ground. For an elderly person, we turn this off in the settings menu so they can't accidentally get into sport mode. So this will be your fastest mode. But you can always turn sport mode back on. So it's just going up and down.
When you say settings, it's operated by app?
I'm just going to hold this down for a few seconds, and then now I get into this menu and I turn it off.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can turn it on and off at your will. You can also set a passcode so people can just take it. While you're moving, you don't need to come to a stop to change modes. You can just change modes while you're moving. Just don't go from forward to reverse.
To reverse, right.
Stop, come to a complete stop, just like you're driving. So when I'm
and this hold is from pressing this. That's pretty much a brake.
Engaged, it's telling you there's a hold. So there's two types of braking system. One is the mechanical system, which is the hydraulic brakes, which is this lever. So right now the parking brake is basically just holding this lever in this position. So if I squeeze and then release the parking brake, and then we also have a hill hold. So I'm trying to push you right now. The motor is going to work against me.
That's all it, yeah.
So I'm applying pressure in this direction. The motor is kind of. But if you're on a very steep hill, this isn't going to work great. If you're on a steep hill, use the parking brakes, and that's just pushing that forward and cranking, and then we rock to make sure that it's locked.
Push forward.
Locked. Yep, rock a little bit, make sure it's locked.
It's not going anywhere.
Yep.
Oh, it has a light on the front. So if you're out at night, okay.
So this switch is right here. So at night, we also have a light back here, and this light also works as a brake light. We only use this in the evening. When you're crossing the street, when you're out and about, like in a parking lot, whatnot, you do want to hand signal to drivers so they see you. Drivers are not expecting somebody seated in this position to be going that fast. Drivers are expecting people seated in this position to be going much slower. So wave to them, make sure they see you when you're going through the parking lot. Don't be right up against the cars. They can't see you in the rearview mirrors. Be further out, or be ready to move. Be ready to maneuver. Yeah. Any questions?
Nope.
All right, so basically just what I want you to try. So when we disengage the parking brake, you want to squeeze and then flick. Yeah, squeeze first and then flick. There you go. That will make it last longer. If you
got you. I heard it.
Yeah, after a while, you're going to break it. It wasn't designed for it like that way. Yeah, so I want you to just, play with it a little bit, like give it full throttle, like feather the throttle, put throttle on off, play with the brakes. I want you to do some S's, I want you to do some U-turns. We have a 2.5 foot turning radius on this, we turn on a dime. So this will make a U-turn in most elevators, it can make a U-turn on like a standard size sidewalk. So this time, the sidewalk, we can make a U-turn on it without you having to get off.
Okay.
Right, so we disengage parking brakes, play with the throttle, play with the brakes, just get kind of used to it, do some S's. You're going to feel as you're turning, you also kind of want to move with it a little bit while you're turning.
So we can ride over all of these things?
So like, the more uneven the surfaces, you're just going to have to slow it down. If you're on cobblestone,
let's get out the way.
I mean, these are, at the end of the day, these are 8.5 inch wheels. They're small, so they're not going to absorb as much as, like, say, for example, like a bicycle. But at the same time, you're not going indoors with that bicycle. You're not traveling with that bicycle. Right? So for each device, they have its purpose. Bicycles are great for exercise. Bicycles are great for long distance. This is the ultimate machine to cover last mile.
Okay.
You just need to be sure, like, you're riding it like properly. If it's super bumpy, slow it down.
So this can go over a speed bump?
Yeah. So this is what I mean by there is a tipping point.
Oh, I see it.
If you turn too fast, you're going to fall.
I see your wheel.
That's how I practice on, staying within the tipping point. So you can make a 2.5 foot U-turn. So you can turn your handlebar even tighter. You can turn your handlebar 90 degrees.
I was trying to make sure I didn't tip at that point.
So yeah, you do need to practice that. The faster I go in a 90 degree turn, the easier it's going to tip. So if I did this in cruise mode, that wheel will come up real quick. Right? So, did you do some S's? We did some S's earlier, right? So let's do some S's right now in cruise mode. You're going to feel it's going to tip up. It's going to be a little bit. It's going to be even tippier. Because we're going faster.
Oh yeah.
So when you go this fast, you're not just sitting on it anymore. You're moving with it. If you're going to go fast,
like a motorcycle type thing.
Yeah, you have to move it if you're going to go fast. Or slow it down.
Okay, from here, going back and walk.
Yeah,
It's slowing it down.
Yeah, but I mean, you want to use the brake.
I keep forgetting about the brake.
Yeah, a lot of people forget about the brake. The brake is your friend. You have to learn how to use the brake.
Okay.
So, if you're going
so your hand is like this instead of
I
here.
ride like this. I'm a motorcycle guy. I ride like this. I'm always ready to hit that brake at any time.
Okay.
And the thing is like you can see, especially if you have smaller hands. When I do this, if I have smaller hands, my fingers get further away from the throttle, from the brake lever. But naturally, when I start releasing the pressure on the throttle, my fingers naturally go back towards the brake. So I don't necessarily need my fingers over the brake at all times. I just need to know that my fingers can grab that brake at any time.
Gotcha.
So my wrist will just go like that. And this is how motorcycle guys ride. Because they're always on that brake, just in case. So yeah, this is another trick that you're gonna have. Like if you're gonna be a fast rider, you have to learn how to be a fast.
Oh, I gotta take it off the. Oh, I thought I took it off. Oh, I'm holding the brake now.
So why don't you? I want you to practice a full 90 level brake. Put it back in walk mode. I want you to lock the steering wheel all the way to 90 degrees and just give it a little bit of gas. So that's making a U-turn in an elevator.
Okay.
So my steering wheel is locked 90 degrees, and I'm just giving it. The faster you go, the bigger that circle's gonna be. The slower you go, the smaller the circle's gonna be. So I'm just giving it a little bit of input, just a tiny bit. So when I'm in a museum, I can just hold it at half a mile an hour, and I can still enjoy the art. And people just gradually move out of my way. Okay. I don't even need to watch where I'm going. I'm going so slow. All right, so that's precision. When you get home, put some.
That was a jerk.
Yeah, when you get home, put some cones on the road. Work on doing figure eights around the cone, so you don't run over it with your wheel. Once you perfected that, and you can do that in sport mode, then you've learned how to throttle control very nicely in precision mode. Now we're going to work on sport. Not sport mode, but more like sporty type of maneuvers. So I want you to put it in cruise mode. We're gonna open the throttle, meaning we're gonna pin it. We're gonna open it all the way, and then I want you to make sure you're going in a straight line, and then you're going to slam on the brakes. Okay. The rear's gonna slide for a little bit, but it's gonna be very stable. The reason it's gonna be very stable is because we're going in a straight line. We're not turning. We're going in a straight line. And when I'm trying to accelerate quickly because the motor's in the front, I want to put more weight on the front. That way it doesn't spin as much, or slow it down. All right. So I'm gonna put a little more weight on the front, lean forward, full throttle. So it's very stable when you're doing that. But if you did this and then you braked, you're gonna flip.
Gotcha.
You brake when you're in a straight line, and then you turn.
Okay.
And as you're turning, you're slowly releasing the brakes. You're not just letting the brakes go. You're just going like that. It's like when you're driving, right? When you're driving, you're doing the same thing. You're not just on off. It's not just full throttle, no throttle. It's feathering the throttle, using the brake a little bit. It's exactly the same thing, but now you're doing it with your hands. All right. And now I want you to do S's with in cruise mode. It's gonna be a little more tippy. Feeling good?
Yeah.
So it's been raining. It's a bit damp. Otherwise, I take you off roading. We can do. So this is what I meant by if the surface isn't smooth, slow it down.
Oh yeah, I don't even like how this feels.
Wet grass is not your friend. Finding wet grass is very impossible. And you want to stay out of mud.
Oh, mine is like barely wanting to make it through here.
Going in somewhere like that, you want to keep momentum. Don't come to a stop.
Okay.
Keep momentum. Apply more throttle or less throttle, but make sure you're continually moving forward. So now I'm going to start spinning a lot. I'm going to find my way to the front. I'm going to feather the throttle. So I'm not spinning so much. So I may want to start in a slower mode. Nope. Okay,
so now we reverse?
We're going to go in reverse.
Gotcha.
Just go in reverse, but keep your feet up.
Oh.
Down, down. Down, down. Yep. And then we're going to go on the grass where we're going to get a little bit more traction.
Oh.
Again, so you see there was a transition from the dirt to the concrete. You needed to take it slower, otherwise you go boom.
Gotcha.
When every time I'm transitioning different types of surfaces, my eyes are always scanning. Is there a lip? Is there a bump? So even like, for example, like when you're going down the sidewalk and there's a driveway right there, you're going from a flat surface and then it goes down at the driveway and then it goes flat again, right? So how do you do that? If you keep your body perpendicular to the scooter, you're going to go, oh shit. And if it's a super steep curve, you may even tip. So my eyes tell me there's a driveway coming up, and my body automatically just does this. because it's going to go like that up ahead. So my body is going to go opposite the direction of gravity. So if I'm climbing on a hill, my body is always situated opposite the direction of gravity. So if I'm making a U-turn on a hill, when I'm going up the hill and moving forward, when I start turning to the left, my body starts naturally turning to the right. My body is always going to be 180 degrees opposite which the gravity is pulling me, not the direction of the scooter. So if I'm going downhill, I'm like this. As I'm turning, I'm doing this. And you just need to practice this. The more you do it, the easier it's going to get. And if you ever go to places like San Francisco or Seattle where it's super hilly, or we were in Atlanta yesterday, it's pretty hilly. This technique is going to be the difference between you being able to like go up that hill or not go up that hill.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're going up a steep hill, you lean forward to put more weight over the front. When you're going up a very steep hill, you bring your butt to the front also. That makes it. You want to go like that? Go in reverse. No, don't move. Just watch me. I go like so. Imagine this is a super steep hill. I'm going downhill. I turn like this. Gravity's going to pull me in this direction, so I don't have to do anything. Gravity's just going to naturally pull me in that direction. As gravity's pulling me in that direction, I'm going to ride my brakes and I'm going to shift my body weight to the right. I'm just going to demonstrate because we don't have hills right here. I'm going to shift my body weight to the right because gravity's pulling me in that direction, and then I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to go down the hill. And as I go down the hill, my body slowly, like naturally, goes backwards. So the way where I position my body on the scooter makes a huge difference when you're on a hill. So if you're like, for example, like on a cruise ship, you got to go up that ramp sometimes.
Yes.
That ramp at times is quite steep. You need to do this, and if you're doing a lot of spinning, bring down the gear, and if you're still not climbing, bring your butt up. So these are the tricks that you need to learn. And again,
how long did it take you to like learn the whole process?
Well, I'm a motorcycle guy, so for me this was pretty intuitive. And we have a lot of people that just buy this online. They never took like a course from us. So we're going to start building up a library of videos to teach people how to ride. We had an 85-year-old lady in Boston. She had hers for 3 months. She put 110 miles on it. She was doing like a mile a day. 85 years old, and she's still out there living life. And she lived in an area where she was like on a hill. She's like, I'm having so much trouble riding this on a hill. She's only probably like 90 pounds. She's very light. She's a very small lady. And then I taught her this. She's like, I wish I would have known this a month ago. Because she's moving. She already signed the papers and everything. She wanted to move somewhere where it's flat because she didn't know how to ride on a hill. But now she knows. Yeah, and she's like, oh, thank you so much. Like, she's like, yeah. I mean, we have people saying like, I never thought in my life I would go to this place again, or do these things again. So we are changing people's lives with this thing. I mean, this isn't just like we're not just here to like create a product and like bring it to market. We're actually we enjoy that we're able to help people. So that's that's the whole mission of this journey. Like it's like we want to have people have like more independence. Like we have people who cannot use their legs at all. They need to use like the walkers. And like I need to know I can do this by myself without anybody's help. And this is huge for a lot of people, right? I mean, we still have functionality of our legs where it's like, oh, okay, I can just do this. A lot of people that can't just do that, right? So I mean, it's been great. And again, this is like this is the ultimate last mile device. It will it makes going places funner. Yeah, it does. I have gout, and like every once in a while I'll get a gout attack, which sucks. Basically, I'm crippled for like that week. I can't move. I can't walk. Everything hurts. And having this is like shit, I can still go about do my tasks or my chores or my errands or whatnot. Yeah. All right, you ready to go? So we're just gonna go all the way down there. We're gonna head back to the end.
Okay. Through here? Yeah. Oh gosh, hold on. But that's where you say go slow. Oh, through here.
Alright, so we're gonna remember, maintain momentum. Don't come to a complete stop. If you start feeling like you're slowing down, you can't move, start going in S's or start changing your trajectory. Don't keep trying to power forward. Put your weight forward. Slow down, there you go. So we changed from dirt to concrete. Slow down because there may be a bump. My eyes are just telling me how much I need to slow down. I didn't really want to slow down here, but your eyes need to tell you what you need to do. My eyes tell me that this is a slight slope, not too bad, but maybe I want to shift my body weight a tiny bit to the right because this is going to the left. Okay. When you're on grass, it's never that. I mean, it's rarely this smooth. This is super smooth, and this is actually nice ride, and it's wet, which isn't that bad. But there's some parts where the entire park is like this. It's super uncomfortable. And when it's like that, we just have to slow down. We have a piece of Velcro that'll attach this so it doesn't do that. This is 26 pounds. This is 16 pounds. Would you like to pick it up?
Alright, awesome. Oh yeah. But then that's where the Velcro goes.
We're the lightest on the market. And then this is 16 pounds. The battery connection's right here, so you don't want to slam this onto the ground. Gotcha. When you're putting the seat on the ground, be careful, be gentle with it so you're not smashing this. And then we're just gonna line it up. And then I'm gonna push the latch back on to lock it. And then when I pull the tiller back up, there's a little lock right here. So I'm gonna push that in. And then we wanna make sure that this is nice and secure.
Gotcha.
You don't wanna be riding and then this opens. You're gonna lose control. Make sure that it's locked.
And then again, that power button is under here.
Yep. Go ahead, you can turn it back on in like 3 seconds.
Gotcha, thank you.
Yeah, no.
I feel like I can't get it off.
If you could take a couple minutes to fill this out for me, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Have a
sir.
wonderful day now.
So then, I just use that same website
Yeah.
once I'm ready to make the purchase.
What's your favorite color?
Paired. You guys need to get heated gear. Yeah. I'm a motorcycle guy. I have like heated pants, heated gloves, heated